Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. I thought I would start my my intuitive stitching project like I did on this one. And I pulled out some of my needles. You can use whatever you have, whatever's easiest for you to thread or anything like that. So you can pick and choose what you're comfortable with. Hey, Laura, nice to see you. So that's what I'm going to be doing, a little bit of intuitive stitching, and I thought I would do it online and via video. So this was just randomness that I've done. Hi, Ellen. And I thought I would start it today. And I just took a piece of very thin cotton or something very fine for your bottom layer. Hi, Teresa. And that would be really good. Or if you have something that you don't mind stitching through, you could do it on felt. And what else? I'm not sure. But anyway, just something very thin, very fine for your base fabric. So you're not having to stitch through tons and tons and tons and that it would hurt your hand or anything. So I have my little piece of felt that I cut off and I stick my needles into that when I am in the midst of either swapping or anything like that, when I'm getting ready to change threads or I would need to park them. It's always good to have a spot to park them, whether you have a pin cushion, a magnetic bowl, which I do have some, but I just don't know where they are at the moment. I haven't seen them when I was rearranging. Hey, Barbara. So have a place where you can keep your needles, that you have something that is, just out of your way so you're not losing them or dropping them on the floor. And like I said, these are sashiko, which have a bigger eye, and they are sharp. And these are Bowen, which are a size 9, and they're for crewel and embroidery. They have a big eye, but not as big as the sashiko. So those are your options. You can pick and choose whatever you like. You're going to put your thimble back on and not be in chat much? All right. So this is what I've done, and this was one of my intuitive stitchings, and I really enjoyed doing this because it was how I felt at the moment. Um, it was just randomness, stuff that I had, and like, oh, I could do this, and oh, I can do that. That's what I'm going to do with this stuff. You have your little needle felt book. Oh, once upon a time. Yes, the sashiko needles are nice because they do hold like your six strands of floss if you don't want to tear them apart or anything like that. And a lot of these I used 3, but I used a variety of different stitches because then it gave you something else. And I even did braiding with my floss. I did couching. I did, um, let me think. It's been a while, um, applique and just designs and different stitches and things that mean stuff. And there's a mushroom in here. There's flowers. I did stars. I did feathers. So I want to make another piece similar. Hey, Becky, thank you. Yes, this is one of my favorite pieces. Like I've done other stuff that's been very different and, as far as maybe doing different piecings, but I like to do a variety of things. So, and I'm also going to be adding in little bits of weaving. So that's something else that I want to do. And this is one of my other pieces that I had. Let me see if I can zoom out. I don't know if I can zoom out anymore. I have my camera set kind of low, but I'll have to work on that. So this piece is square. It's an 18-inch square. Hey, Becky. And I enjoy doing the spring, summer, winter, fall in the corners. So that's what this one is. And you've got the north, south, east, and west. You need to start dinner soon. And then the bottom pieces. And I made sure that, the eye follows around, the feathers just went around in a circle. So, and there's the little portal in the middle and with a wrap and stuff. So we're going to be working with all kinds of fun things. And the backing to this was a scarf. Yes, we're going to be incorporating a lot of these different styles into my new little square. So that's that's what I'm gonna do. So I pulled out, like I said, I pulled out a piece that is thin, and I'm going to use this as my back. But you can see how many layers. Like there's a lot of layers, and it was just random because you can see what I've done here, like all kinds of stitching on the back and I stitched the eyes. So we're gonna have all kinds of fun doing this one. So I pulled out some different fabrics, and some I got from our dear friend Alicia, who's no longer with us, and I'm going to put that in there because it's a part, and I have some from Becky, and I have some from Janet. When Janet was here, she gave me a little patch of swatches, and they're very nice because they're very thin, and I can add this into here. Hey, April. So that's what I'm going to do with some of these. And I have little chickens. Look at the little chickens. I was thinking about making pin cushions out of these. And I'm going to have to turn that light off because I think it's just way too bright. So I'm going to use these. Thanks, April. So I'm going to just take some and use it. And let's see how she did this. I think this just comes out. It's wrapped around. And I think I'm just going to cut it because I'm going to use this on my piece here. I said this is from Janet Nash, and I want to use it. And this button is like so thin, like very, very, very thin. Maybe I do need that light on. It's a very thin little button. It just seems to be such a bright, bright spot. But anyway, yes, I'm going to incorporate this. Oh, look at the back side of that. That is very cool. Thank you, Kelsey. Thanks for putting links in. So, all right, let's get to putting some different pieces on here. And start stitching. And I do have my threads. Wait, they're over here on the side in my container. You can see here the box that my son made. I have them open, ready to pick and choose. And I pulled out these fabrics, so we shall see how that goes. So I want to pull out some plain and Ooh, I like that. That looks good. And some printed. And we have all kinds of variety. I have laces behind me to pull out. And I have some of my older fabric that's here, and there's some yarn. So I do have a variety of different things to choose from. And I have some puppies. These are from Becky. So I'm going to use some of these because I want to have puppies in and I want to have um, people in. So be doing a variety of different things. And I'm not going to stitch these down right away. I'm going to just play puzzle so I can get an idea of what I like and where. You have a new video on there, Barbara. How nice. So there's some more, but yeah, I want to put some of this on. So where did I do with my scissors? They're buried underneath all the fabric. I think I want to take a section with animals. So I'm just going to tear this and because I want to have the torn edges. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just trying to work my way through things. It's not like you forget, but it's more of a I'm on camera doing it. Because this one I did basically in off camera. So I'm going to just put things on here and I'm not going to worry because my backing fabric is not square, so it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to take bits and pieces. Even though they have little holes in from the stitching, it doesn't matter because this is just a layer because the stitching that we're going to do is going to be a little different. Well, I can send you some, Barbara, if you want. You send me your address. I'll share. And I have laces and sari silk. And the reason I chose a darker fabric instead of just this linen that I used last time, it's a little bit more sturdy. So I thought, let's just play, put things down, see what happens, and go from there. So let's just and Kelsey, I haven't forgot. I just have not been back to the post office after everything. Hi, Anne. So I will eventually get stuff mailed out that needs to be mailed out. I just haven't gotten there yet. This is an edge. I don't really like that edge. So I'm just going to tear it off because it's the end of the fabric, but it's very, very stiff, very stiff. And I want it to be soft. So, and your fabrics don't have to be square. They can be anything you want. They can be any shape. Just cut some and put it on. See, I've got some boating fabric here. Let's make a smaller one. Hey, Pam. How are you? So we can just everything all over the place, all different kinds. And then what we'll do is we will go and we'll use what they call an invisible baste, but it's basically putting your tiny stitches on top and your big stitches on the back. Let's just do some more smaller stuff here. Add this down in this corner. I'm going to cut this one on a diagonal because I want some diagonal lines. I want some odd lines. I need to add some more design fabric in here. Hey, Amy, we're doing a bit of stitching today. We're doing an intuitive either wall hanging or bag front or whatever people want to use it for. I have one that I've already completed, which is one of my favorites. And I'm going to do something similar to this as we go. So yeah, everybody just enjoy. I just working on trying to do a little bit of everything, and because I have so many things that I want to do, I haven't done, but will do because I do have my carving that I want to do. So I do have some of that is important. Now this, if you look at this, it almost looks like a dress. Could almost start this as a person and put it here and have that as the dress. Let's just move it down a little bit and move this one down a little bit. And as you go, you see things that you wouldn't normally see as you start pulling your fabric out. Yes, and that's true, Barbara. That's true. Thanks, Amy. We do have some new people in the chat that you probably all don't know. So feel free to subscribe to each other and make sure you're subscribed to me. That's great. It's really come a long way with my subscribers, and I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to put this one here over this because it does show through a little bit. But I want to have another piece here, and I'm not sure which, but I'm thinking this. And I think that would look really cool to have the face with this. I'm not sure if I want to go forward or backward or how I want to do this yet. But I do know that this I want to have the body. Yes, Kelsey has shared everybody's links, so feel free to check everybody out. So there's a person, and I like that because that looks kind of cool there. This is rolling up on me, but that's all right. You can pin this down if you want. Um, feel free to do so if you do not like leaving it random. I will do that after and work out some different types of areas that I want to work on. And some I'm just going to do random cuts because I am just going to stitch it down. And I just found a butterfly on this one, so I can add that. This looks like it should be down below, so I can add a butterfly. Maybe I'll add a butterfly over here and work on this one down here. I do want to add a couple of dogs on this one. And this is the fabric from Becky. So I need to find a Tuzo and a Loca. And this looks like a baby Tuzo. So we'll have to see if we can find a baby Tuzo and a Loca. What faces do I want to use? Now I went and I used some of this for oh, there's a nice one that looks like a baby Loca, a baby Tuzo. And I will take the edging off here. And I think I'm going to round the corners on this one instead of making them straight. So we'll pull a Tuzo and put him in here along with the person. And she's wearing a fancy hat. Yeah. I thought it would look kind of cool there. So I just throw this in here too. Maybe this way. All right. Now the other fabric I have from Becky is these little husky style pups. And I think that would be perfect to find something in here to be a Loca. They're not all really light, but it will work. It will work. Let's take this one because it's almost the size of the other one and see how they look together. And this is how I started the other one. It was just randomness and just fun. So I want to have the pups over in here. Have this one go over that one. And they'll be in there. So this is where we are so far. It's just random. Put some more. I want this to be on top though. Pull this down some. So this is coming along really nicely, better than I expected on a rather quick little decision to make something new. I want to put this blue in here, and this is like a silky kind of material, which is good because, having the silky stuff and it's thin, it makes it easier to stitch. I think I'm going to take this one and turn it. I need to put these on top. Add that. That looks good. And then this butterfly will stand out and have stitches around it. Pull that up and over a little. Hey, Marcy, the cranky crafter. Yes, Marcy does a lot of cool stuff. So this is where we're going so far. I want to add a little bit of the Aurora Borealis at the top, or maybe even a little behind the pups. And I think that will look cool. Do I want to add a little piece there, a little piece there, or up here, and take this one out? So this one fits in here. And these will go over. This one will go over. That one will go under. And you just kind of work with it, like just random. It's random but not. You can't see the a lot of the tree fabric as much, but that's okay. I'm gonna take some of this and take it off because it's like a little bit too much. And I'm not doing any fancy cutting or anything. I am just adding. Because if I feel like there's some things that are not needed all the way behind, I'll pull it over, pull it out, move it around. Now, all these little pieces here, you can take, hey, Beth, you can take, oh, thanks, Amy. You have a great day too. Thanks for stopping in. All these little pieces here you can take and then just add and create different looks, different outlets. It could even be an arm, a random arm. You just keep it, don't throw it away just yet because you don't know where you're going to put it. So I do need another little piece up in here. I think this is kind of big for up here. So I'm just going to cut that down. The more I look at something is the more I decide as I'm going because I don't want something to overwhelm and overpower, but I do want it to show. I do want it to show. Now I need some more color, more different stuff. So I'm going to take another piece of this black and tear it and put it up here behind this and behind this, just so it fills it. And I do have lots of material out, but I don't think I'm going to need all of it. I want to add, no, I don't want to add another piece of this because I want that to be a focal point and I want the pups to be a focal point. So you do want to have something, but you don't want to overdo. I'm thinking I think this would look good in there, up in this corner here. So I'll just randomly cut. I am not measuring. This is not a measuring project at all. This is just let's have some fun and put it on there and we'll stitch it down. So that looks pretty good for a base. Thanks, Marcy. So this is the base. And the next thing we'll do is try and figure out where randomness. That is the point where you're going to say, oh, well, maybe I want to do circles here. Maybe I want to do something else or just add another piece. As you're stitching, you might say, I don't like that color, so let's take another piece and just add it on top and work on it. So this is just basically like doing a masterboard. So you can consider, you like doing your paper masterboards, and I saw something today that I really liked, and I want to try, which I'll probably do an impromptu Friday afternoon maybe. And I saw something to try with a gel plate, and I really want to give it a go. And I thought, we'll just do that. But I'll do it impromptu, basically. Let's see here. I think I want to add another little piece of this in here. Just because, just to overlap that seam, just have a variety of things going on. It is a giant cluster, and it's a textile masterboard, right, Kelsey? So everybody who's doing, if you're really good at your masterboards, this is the basics. This is your background, and then we're going to take and decorate your masterboard to bring it to the next level. And I'm thinking these would make great little wings on the side. So I really want to hold on to this one because I really like that. So now let's get some thread. And I'm thinking because this is mostly a pale blue. I think a pale blue or a pale green would be really cool to make on this for my stitching. So now let's see, where are my pins? And because I have, now you can also take and put that backing on it that you could iron everything down. But I find that for me, I find when you put that ironing on the sew seam or oh, I can't even think of what it's called. I haven't used it in years. You take once you iron it on, I find it makes it too hard to stitch through. Hey, Keeks, how are you? So I'm going to do some random pinning so I can stitch. So tell me, what has everybody else been up to today? I have been outside a little bit, um, mowed the grass in the front. I got ready for today. I watched Anne and Yolande today. I didn't do a whole lot this morning because I got a phone given to me. And do you know how much trouble it is to transfer a phone from an Android to an Apple? Do you know how much trouble that is? Do you know how much they do not transfer? How much stuff you have to redo? And I even had to call my banking to help me because my banking didn't want to consider it a trusted device. And I was on the phone with them for a while. Finally got that done. It's like, oh my God. And then the other day, we all went to a fishing store. We got life vests and fishing gear. My son got me a new fishing pole. We got pups. Danny bought the pups life vests. Hey, Yolande. Sorting vintage buttons. Oh, wow. Very cool. I don't have very many buttons. Um, yeah, so the phone deal, my phone is an Android, and it was, and the charging port decided it wasn't going to charge without having to wiggle it 100,000 times to get it to work. So the neighbor had an extra Apple phone, and I've never used an Apple phone. So it was quite the change for me. New learning curve. Thank goodness Danny's an Apple Pro. She she helped me set it all up because oh my God, it was great. It was really crazy. Unbelievable the amount of stuff that I had to do even after transferring. Yes, my son has a striker boot, and we're going to take that out. And we got Danny got the pups life vests too, and because Tuzo's older now, I mean he can still swim and stuff, but the waters here are like very, very, very cold. So we wanted to make sure the pups were safe if they got out and swimming, that we could actually get them. Thanks, Yolande. Hi, Doretha. So we've been working on that. We've been reorganizing some stuff outside and trying to get everything ready for the spring if it ever really happens. Although today it's going to be like 40 degrees or 30 degrees outside, feeling like 40 degrees. So it's going to be crazy. Danny's getting ready to go to France. She's doing a workshop there. She does workshops around the world. So she's getting ready to go and do the horses in France, which is really cool. So she's been busy packing and getting things organized. And let's see what else. I have my room almost 90% organized. I still have that 10%. You know that 10% of little stuff that you just don't want to do, but you have to. So I just it's there. I have to do it. I don't want to do it, but I put all the teeny tiny stuff into a tote and said, "Oh my God." Yeah, Kelsey, she gets some really nice pictures of the horses running in the water. She's Marcel. I'm trying to think of the name, but yeah, she does workshop tours and photography tours around the world. So she's a busy girl. All right. I think that looks pretty good as a base for Masterboard. I didn't overdo it with the pins because as you're stitching, sometimes the thread just decides to find every pin that you put in, and it's a pain in the royal patootie. So usually I don't do a whole lot of pinning. All right, what do I want to pull? Oh yes, my color. Do I want to use a very fine thread? Yes, I do. So what do I want? I have my threads here. That's too thick. That's too thick. Oh, that one might work. I have a lot of my threads just in these containers that you can get 4 in a pack. Oh, come on. Unhook. Boy, that one was really snug. All right, this is a very fine thread. This is a 50. So it's very, very thin, which is what you want to do when you use for your basting stitch. Hey, Carol, nice to see you. So today we are stitching a smidge. We'll see how much I can get done, get do. You can tell I've been away too long. Talking. Oh my God, words. So I am using just a sharp needle. So everybody's been very busy, very busy. So did you all buy stuff and get wonderful Amazon deals? I have gotten a few things. The Ohu that I had is on sale, and I ordered 3 more because it was half price. So Ohu up here is half price. So it really doesn't matter if you want to leave your tails on the top, on the bottom. You didn't buy any Prime deals? Yes, Cranky Crafter. Gotta love that name. So, all right, I'm going to take and I'm just gonna start on the top and go big stitch on the back, little stitch on the front, and I'm letting my knot be on the top. You were good. Aw. No, I actually got, a few things because, well, they weren't even all, necessity art necessities, but I did get some clothes and things which I was quite happy about. So so if you have your mat down, you it's easy to do that too. If you don't wanna hold it in your hand, you can take and just slide your needle on your mat, put it down to your mat, lift up, and go to the next little spot. Now, these aren't all even around the edge, and I don't care that it's not all even because you can take and just adjust where you need, add fabric where you need. So far, Yulan, so far. Like I said, Uhu is the 4 pack is usually 9 something up here, and it was 4 something. So with something like that, it was a good buy. That was definitely a good sale. And I'm not stitching right to the edge because I know I'm going to be doing other stuff. You were at Hobby Lobby? We don't have a Hobby Lobby. We don't have a Hobby Lobby, so that's all right. So this is what my stitch is looking like. It's very fine, you can see it, but on the back, you can see it's a bigger stitch. So, like I said, if you want to hold it, you can hold it. If not, now I can take that one out because better open this bin before I get needles all over the place. Put them right in there. I don't need to hold it because it's already starting to stitch down. But like I said, if you want, you can just lay it down and continue on your stitching. And it's going to be just fine. Now you can go right around the whole corners or you can just go back and forth. You don't have to go over every single inch when you're doing your basting stitch. This is only tacking down areas so they don't move so you can add in your decorative stitches. Oh, yeah, Kelsey, that's the hard part I'm having. There are some things that like I don't want to get rid of, but I know I don't have enough room for all of it because I'm only in one room and my room is only, my bedroom. So now when it comes close to this point, it's too far over, so I'm just gonna do it closer, take a closer stitch, and at this point, I'm gonna do one back stitch instead of the running stitch. And I need to pull that up because that is not up far enough because it's gonna stick out, but I can work that. It'll fit. It's because this section wasn't done as good and it's silky and it's sliding. Let's just put another pin back in there so it doesn't move. Come on, stay put. That's a big pin. All right. This is the hard part. Do you know of anyone that is close to the border to mail to where you can send your orders to? Hmm. No. I don't. Yeah. It's hard. Hey, Reflection. Mark, how are you? Reflection, everybody is Mark. I hope everybody's having a good day. And again, if you don't know some of these people, some of them are wood turners and some are carvers. Some are just great people to watch. And they don't have to be doing the same thing as everybody else is to enjoy their company. So, with that being said, you should subscribe to everybody. Not everybody does something, some are just liking company, and that is great too. Sometimes I was thinking about that, of just coming on and having a bunch of people on just to chit chat and, just hang out. Like in the olden days, we used to have 6 or 7 people on, and we would just all sit around talking and just enjoying each other's company with, nobody was actually even doing anything. We were just all friends that gathered, and it was on actually it was on StreamYard, and it was a fun thing to do. Variety is the spice of life, Mark. Yes. My plans for this masterboard is going to be something similar to this. It's gonna be a variety. It'll be something similar, but not exactly the same. So right now I am just basting down what I would call my base layer. And this masterboard of fabric is going to turn into just an intuitive piece, just fun, just enjoying stitching and doing whatever comes to mind, not necessarily having a plan, but something similar but different. Marcy, yes, she's that Laura. Uh, yes, she had planned it, and then she opted to have a emergency surgery that after too. That was just like, Laura, how could you do that? I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. All right. So I am going to go right around the edge, I think, or maybe just down to the next one. I think I will just go down to the next one a little bit and make sure this is laying flat. Everything will lay flat eventually with a bunch of stitching on it. Marcy, I know. We just have to razz her. She's very easy to razz. She can take it. She can take it. And Mark's a razzer too. So you can tell. Yes, I'm glad Laura's doing better too. I just love to. And no, you can use a sewing machine. Actually, I have mine sitting right over there. But you could use a sewing machine and just do the basting stitch all around, and or just sew a couple of lines, and because you're not going to see it. Like, you're going to do some hand stitching, or you can do your fancy stitches on your sewing machine. Anything is possible. I used to have an embroidery machine, And I used to use that a lot. Hey, Vicky. Well, Vicky, you practice. Not everybody is proficient, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And this is the idea of this one. This does not have to be perfect. This is just for fun. There is no cut perfect, there's no hemmed edges, there's just tacking it down. And the other thing you could use to tack down is a glue. You could glue based. Um, I've done that when I did my hexagon quilt, my granny's flower garden. It was a lot of fun to do that one too. And I did that whole thing by hand. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let's see, how far down do I want to go before I go over? Let's see, let's go down to here. We'll go to here and then we'll go the other way. Exactly, Laura. Exactly. Let's just move this back so I don't spill it. Knowing me, I would spill it. uh, so this is going to come out looking pretty good for a base. And then as you're looking through your books or you're watching your YouTube and you see a pattern, you see a design, you see something that says, oh, that caught my eye. That would look cool on my fabric masterboard. I think that would look great. That's when you pull it up and you draw it, and then you look for maybe some special stitches just for that design that you saw. And then you just say, oh, it'll look good here, and put it there. That's what you need to do. It's intuitive. This is not, I'm going to finish it all in one sitting. This is, I may come on for maybe 10 minutes and show you something that I've done. I just pulled that. Oh my God. And say, this is what I've seen and this is what I'm putting here. So that is what you want to do. You want to just pick and choose. You're not going to do it all at once. Maybe you have a favorite item that you like. Maybe there's something like your lunar illuminations. You want to take and incorporate that into your stitching or your book. You can do a square. You can take your twinchy and turn it into, a little piece of fabric art. You can even stitch without your machine on your twinchy. All of them came on airplanes, Laura? Yeah, I would have loved to have joined in, but I don't have my passport yet. So I said yet because I do plan on getting my passport. I don't know how that's going to work though with, going into the States and dual citizens. So it's like, I just worry about the repercussions of being a dual citizen. All right. So this is what I'm working on. This is what I decided to do today. I did have the idea of doing my thing with the jelly plate, and I really wanted to do that, but I thought, I want to get this started, at least started, and then I can just work on it here and there and do updates, maybe do a couple of shorts, and that way you don't care if I'm a dual citizen. You may not, but what about the border? Yes, I am US and Canada. I'm a dual. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. So Mr. Duck went to the pharmacy to That's funny. Just put it on a bill. Oh my god. He will keep you in stitches, people. His name is Mark. He takes us on trips around, Canada's capital. He, we get to go wandering the streets of Ottawa with him. Do I? Yes, they've changed the rule. We now need passports to cross back and forth, which is silly, but yes. Yeah, unfortunately. But my son needs to renew his, so when he goes to renew his, I'm going to get mine. So I will have my passport. Because I want to come down and spend some time with my grands and my daughter. Hey, mediocre arts and crafts. Hello. How are you? It's nice to see you. But yes, I would like to be able to come down and not worry, so to speak, about all the crap that's happening. And Bug, Bug is mediocre arts and crafts. Barbara's got to get because sometime I want you'd like to come back to Canada. Oh, I'm sure they would let you come back in. But yes, it would be nice if you're going to come in. You're only like a few extra miles from the border to visiting me. Oh, Vancouver's beautiful. Vancouver is beautiful. I got to go there in May last year. We went over to the island, which was awesome. So I am looking forward to being able to go back. Actually, that's where we're thinking about doing is taking the boat back over to the island to go fishing. That'll be so much fun. Going camping again. I love being outdoors. I love going to the mountains. It's been the highlight of every time I get to go, especially when we get to do the the craft shows when we get to go to Banff and Canmore because they are both in the center of the Rocky Mountains. There's when we go there, we're surrounded by the mountains, and it is just emotional. Like you enjoy it so much. It's so nice to be there. All right, so I am partway through, and now I'm going to go down again to find the next level and go through. So now we're going to go this way. Yeah, Becky. Becky, they just find you those vicious plants. Yes, Mark. I'd be happy to swap YouTube stickers. A lot of the ladies here don't have, I don't think they have stickers. I do have channel stickers, and I'm also getting some more made. You're welcome. I actually have a couple of different stickers that I've got. I have my iridescent one, and on the spine of the book is my channel name. And I have plain ones, and you can see the channel name on the book. It's not intrusive. It's more of a, and this is Moraine Lake. This is here in the mountains up in Banff. I have used it a little bit. And I also have, where is it? Where's my other one? My goodness. How can I miss it? Well, I can't see it, but I have my other, just the Book and the Raven. I have that one. Well, I don't see it, but yes, I have. Um, and I really like it. It's right here. You just did another 50 from your local Ottawa printer. Oh, yeah, I got those from T you have I just sent you, Beth, I thought I did send you in the newest Happy Mail, my newest sticker. I think the one with the last one I sent you the Raven in the book, and I think I sent you a round one because I sent it out with everybody else. But this is really nice. It comes with a little water pot, a little spray bottle. It comes with two clamps. Oh yes, Beth. Channel stickers. Yep. A lot of people have been doing, but this is the book, and this is the one I just did with the Fumui, however you say that. And that's when you said you put it. I know Janet Nash put hers on a page, but they I am making a board because I have channel stickers from 20 years ago that I collected from people that I was trading. And that's when you got my very first one, though, with the cauldron. But that's the only picture I did. And this slides open to protect your paints. And then you can use your clip and stuff. You put your water bottle up here. And these are really, they get really juicy. Like they're a really strong paint. So you really only need to do just a little bit. So I had seen this and I thought, oh, I'll just try it. But yeah, it covers up. These are magnets, so it does not open up. And it comes with a little screwdriver. I found out that little black thing is, and it tightens this up so it doesn't open when you're traveling. So it will lock it down. So it comes with a little uh, plastic zip there, and then it comes with all of the watercolor paper, which looks like a cold press, and it comes with a brush that is and it is Fumui, as you can see that. And this is actually a pencil. It's like graphite. It's very nice point. It's a size 10 brush. I haven't used the brush yet. They are very rich paint, very strong paint. So if you want to do washes, you really need to put them on something where you can add enough water. But yeah, it's really nice. I just did this to do a practice run with that. So, but they feel like they're a honey-based paint because there is a difference between a honey-based paint and a regular based paint. It's almost like an M. Graham or a Sennelier style paint. It's very, like you said, juicy. So yeah, yeah. These are my channel stickers. I'm going to make some with my new profile, so I will be doing that as well. Like I said, this one's just some plain matte, and this one is different. So I wanna do that. You know, but I will be making more stickers. So yes, if anybody wants to trade stickers, definitely. It's just email me, Mark. My emails on my about page. Be happy to swap stickers with you. You're closing in on 200 subs? Awesome. That's great. Now I'm not going to go through the dog. I'm going to go around the outside and come back over because I want to tack it down, but I don't want to go through the dog. I want to go around the dog even when I'm stitching. So I'm just going to just quickly go around the edge. And like I said, you don't have to be, if your hands are sore, you don't have to do hold it all the time. If you have a mat down or you're at your a marble top or something like that, or something plastic underneath, like a cutting board, if you're sitting in your chair, that will work. Um, that way, if you're having an issue with this, then you don't have to worry with your fingers. Oh, that sounds almost like metal detecting. Finding junk along the tidal zone. We'll be doing that too. Yeah, that's really fun to do. So that's another reason why I would love to get a GoPro, is so I can take you metal detecting and urban sketching and through the mountains when we're going hiking. Come on, no getting knotted now. There we are. Now I'm almost out of thread, so I am just going to knot this right here, make a little loop, put your needle through, and give it a little tug, let it hang. I'm not worried about it. So that's what we need to continue doing. Just metal detecting for the past 40 years all over the globe. First channel. Yeah, I know all about that crap and deleting your first channels. So many different things, but hey, you got a whole bunch of new happy people now, and I find that a big difference in my first channel to this channel is my first channel. I didn't get a lot of views. This channel, because the people want to be here, I'm getting more views, I'm getting more people, and it's a lot different. I've had to take a break on my channel for a little while due to changes and stuff, but it's fine now. Everything is good. You know, we're all it's a happy channel, and that's the way I want to keep it, a happy channel. So we are like this far down with our basting. And when I start again, I will start probably here and go across and connect those two and then continue down the side and go across. So kind of figure out where you need to go. Exactly, Laura. Exactly. Exactly. Look at my daughter-in-law gave me her old Apple Watch and I've got Snoopy. Isn't that cool? Snoopy does all kinds of different things on there. It's so much fun. Sometimes I sit there and it's like, okay, what is Snoopy gonna do next? It's so fun. Anyway, so that's where we are with this. You've only had one troll and 45 live streams? I really haven't had any. Yes, you gotta love Snoopy. He's fun. Like, I love Snoopy. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's Woodstock, and I've got a Snoopy mug. Actually, Beth, I was quite surprised with how much difference it is between the Android and having the Apple. There's not that much difference except where you're hitting your button and where you're swiping. But wearing this all the time has been amazing because with your phone, it is it's really cool because you can go to your health, and being that I'm wearing the watch, I get my steps in, how long I've stood, my sleep score. It monitors my sleep. There's my average and my steps. It shows you how much you're awake during the night, your REM sleep, your core, and your breathing, which is important for me because I do have breathing issues. But your calories from your energy. I was surprised, and this is a free app, like, for my health, and to have this, um, monitor as much as it does is perfect because I can go to my doctor and say, "Look, my Apple Watch doesn't lie." So, yes, I would say it is definitely worth it because sometimes when your phone is in your pocket or you set it down, um, you're not registering your steps, you're not monitoring your activity. And for me, that's important because I'm trying to be more active. And then when I'm sitting here watching YouTube or a movie or something, it'll say, "Hey, you've been sitting too long. It's time to get up and move around." It's like, whoa. Yes, please do hit that love button, everybody. It's really much appreciated. Would like to try and also hit that 100 likes, on one of my videos. It would be really cool to do. So you can see on this one all the different little squares that's there. So if you wanted to piece together a bunch of tiny little squares that you have with your leftover scraps, that's what you're going to use. Okay, Becky, you take care. Hopefully you're not itching too much. So it's really up to you on how you want to piece your fabric masterboard. And then excuse me, and then work whatever you need to do. So, all right. We are to a point where I think I am going to continue this afterwards. And oh my gosh. And then I will be back with this another time and show what different things that you have to do. Okay, Becky, have a great time, Becky Bokerin. But I also want to get back to my watercolor dragon that I was doing. And this is one that I've done. He is so cool. I love my little watercolor dragon. So I want to finish him. So I will be coming on of it and doing some of this as well. So I am going to call it a day, everybody. I really enjoyed having everybody here. I hope you're enjoying this project. It's going to be different. It's like I said, work on your masterboard, work on your background, and we'll be back with more little fun things to add, whether you like to add relics and runes, symbology. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing, it can be just about anything. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you all next time. So, from my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, everybody.